Hi and welcome to my financial markets recap for the week. It's John Bannon here from ComhlaTech.com. Market got off to a really bullish start this week, but quickly reversed and really fell away. The last 2 days in particular, really big down days in the indexes. We had no forecasts this week, so we weren't actually in the market. We were expecting the market to come down, so things are lining up really well for us next week. We have a signal next week, and we're expecting this swing up next week. So looking forward to that. Market's doing exactly what we want it to do, which is great. So obviously, love to see the market come down, especially this hard. It makes the probabilities of the market bouncing back next week that bit higher, right? So that was system update. What's happening in the news this week? The biggest news, as has been for a long time now, is the ongoing conflict in the Ukraine, with Russia making it clear today that their current objectives are to create a land bridge all the way through the Donbass regions into Crimea, and basically, taking over most, if not all, of southern Ukraine. With this news, it seems very little hope of any quick resolution here to this awful ongoing war. So hopefully that will change, but so far, not looking good. Another news this week: the Fed chair stated in a speech at the IMF that the Federal Reserve is determined to bring down inflation, and that could mean much more aggressive interest rates going forward. Going as far as to say that by May, the May meeting, there could be a 50-point basis. It will be on the table as a discussion. A little scary for the market. The market was already coming down into his speech, expecting bad news, and it certainly didn't disappoint. It didn't disappoint because the market got exactly what it was expecting and sold off even more. So his comments really didn't help matters at all. In earnings this week, big earnings this week, we had Tesla, the electric car leader in terms of electric car sales. Reported sales, they were up 81% from a year ago. The profit was 7 times what it was a year ago, so really knocking it out of the park right now. They managed to deliver 310,000 cars last quarter, up from 308,000 the previous quarter. So no mean feat considering the challenges in production, the chips and all the rest of it we've been hearing about. And no doubt the Shanghai lockdowns will have at least a small influence on next quarter's numbers, but they're not expecting anything major there. And speaking of Elon, is in the news this week again because he said he's lined up a $46.5 billion in financing to buy Twitter. And Twitter execs have made some steps to stop him. And it's called a poison pill, which we're not going to get into the details of it, but you can certainly read about it. And if he's determined enough, he'll still get round it, I'm sure, and make it happen. So we'll have to watch that space. And in other notable earnings this week, Netflix in particular, their stock sank a whopping 35% in one day, wiping out $50 billion in market cap. This has happened after they reported at 4 p.m. I think on Wednesday evening, and then Thursday it just dropped like a stone into the open and just sort of flat. It's been flat since then. Even today it was down a little bit today. And they reported a 200,000 subscriber loss. It's the first time in 10 years they've actually lost subscribers. It's not that big in terms of a number, but it's actually the first time they've actually lost subscribers. So, Paramount, Disney, Roku all took hits on the fears that there's a stream fatigue, and it could spread to these companies too, because there's just too many services and too many competitors in the space now. But that's where it's at. So this leads me to the sort of last interesting fact of the day. So it was Netflix estimates that 100 million non-paying households are sharing passwords with friends and family, and it's planning to crack down on that because that's a lot of lost revenue there, obviously. How they do it, who knows, but it sure is coming, that's for sure. So watch out for that. That's it for me. It's Friday, time to down tools. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.